Joe Melchior wrestlers in the final today, Jerry, and one of them, as we just saw, Joe Melchior, came away with the win.
Matt, I think you pointed out something very important.
One of them, as we just saw, Joe Melchior, came away with the win.
Matt, I think you pointed out something very important. This is an individual championship, but don't think that the two boys that just wrestled didn't remember that dual meet that had occurred during the year. And we also know that there's tremendous pride of the community, people that are in the stands today.
As I said, Highland Regional brought 3 wrestlers to the final, Phillipsburg 2, and they are well represented in the stands, and they will make some noise as the day goes on. Right now, 16-pound championship. Hans Hauser, undefeated from Willingboro against Pete Gonzalez, who is also undefeated from Ridgefield Park. Hauser has been a bridesmaid for several years, an outstanding wrestler, but just has not come away with a championship. This might be his year.
Probably the individual in the tournament with the greatest amount of international experience. Not a terribly big individual for the weight class, but a beautifully built upper body, tremendous with his upper body throws. I think when someone like Hauser takes the mat, as Melchior did, we have to be well aware that some of these people are going not just for a state championship, but they would very, very much like the Ringler Award as the outstanding wrestler, and Melchior went after that in the last weight class. He was very conscious of that.
That is the only major award which has yet to be given out. No points awarded.
Hauser making the move, but Gonzalez coming up and hooking that leg in. And if he can get up to that hip a little bit more and get another one in, he can get the 2. Both boys in a rather precarious position. Still a neutral position. Other leg comes in, 2 points for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez leads with 40 seconds left in the first period. Hauser has picked up 2 pins in this tournament over Mike Kelly of West Essex, and then in the quarterfinal round, he defeated Tony Malba of Hunterdon Central.
Gonzalez looking for a tilt. He's very close to getting it, not quite. Hauser with a nice high bridge. Gonzalez bringing it back. He has a count now. It's only 2 inches off the mat.
Josiah Payne gets the good look, and as the horn sounds, 3 points are awarded, and it is 5-0 in favor of Pete Gonzalez.
He has that arm board. The legs are in. He's looking for a tilt. He's looking to pull that inside shoulder down. For a while, Hauser has that high bridge, but not high enough.
I believe I said that Hauser had defeated Malba by virtue of pin. He defeated Malba in the semifinals. He defeated Dave Barry in the quarterfinal rounds by pin. 2 pins and a decision 6-1 has gotten Hauser here. Meanwhile, Gonzalez, an overtime victor in the opening round. And then he has 2 decisions to his credit to get here.
This is why it's so difficult to figure the finals, Matt. You have Hauser coming through with 2 pins and a very easy win. You have Gonzalez winning his first round in a very close 2-0 overtime. You had him this morning with a very close 4-3 win. That doesn't mean it dictates what's going to happen here in the finals, but at least at this point it's 5-1 after that neutral by Hauser. Anything can happen in this final 6 minutes of the state tournament.
Minute 26 left in the second period.
Gonzalez in again on that single. Hauser with the neck wrench trying to bring that head to the mat and step across. Each boy changing their move when they were in trouble.
Gonzalez is just a junior. Has lost just 5 times in his career, though.
Hauser looking for his throw again, but Gonzalez coming up nicely to counter it.
40 seconds left in the second period. And Pete Gonzalez leads Hans Hauser 5-1. 116-pound championship.
With Gonzalez down in the next period, it is really imperative that Hauser get that takedown this period. Stalemate call by Jose Payne.
Will 108 wrestlers please report to the main table?
5-1's our score. Gonzalez to the right of your screen on top over Hans Hauser of Willingboro. Hauser last year came in third at 109 pounds. And despite all his credentials outside of the state and actually during the dual season and regionals, he has not come away with the championship. And right now at the end of 2 periods, he is down 5-1 to Pete Gonzalez.
Hauser was the top seed coming into the tournament for this particular weight class at 116. Gonzalez standing, Hauser putting that half Nelson in the air, putting a tight waist in. He's going to have to work his tilt now. That's what he's looking for. Gonzalez has one job. Gonzalez has to move, not have that head on the mat. He can protect that 5-1 lead as long as he moves. If not, in the finals of the states, he will be hit in rapid succession for stalling calls. It's too important with 2 officials out there not to make both boys wrestle.
Control still maintained by Hans Hauser. 1:23 left. However, he is down 5-1. Now we get a whistle. And stalemate called once again. Hans Hauser, a very accomplished wrestler, 3-time world schoolboy freestyle champion. 77, 78. And 80 the years he won those championships.
Gonzalez with the stand-up that Hauser brought right back to the mat. But the important thing is, as far as the officials are concerned, Gonzalez made an offensive move on the bottom, and so that means they'll stay off his back a little bit. Legs are in for Hauser. They'll get a stalemate call very quickly on this unless there's action in turning his opponent.
Again, the stalemate call. 49 seconds remain. Pete Gonzalez leading 5-1. 2-time Region 2 champion from Ridgefield Park. His coach Bruce Benny on the sideline, anxious and as nervous as Gonzalez is.
Hauser having to take a chance here, almost lost Gonzalez because he had to jump up on top and attempt to throw a cradle in, looking for his tilts again. And this is what I meant. He had to take a chance. He put himself in jeopardy because he had to get back points, and when he couldn't, Gonzalez, too good a wrestler, reversed him for 2 points to make it 7-1.
Somebody in the stands, as we saw there, excited over the events. Hans Hauser trailing now 7-1 with 15 seconds left. Pete Gonzalez was 4th at 109 last year. If he holds on for 10 more seconds, he will win the title.
And I think that is his brother over there, and I think the brother should have part of that title. He has worked just as hard during the match.
He tilts him to the back. Will points be awarded? No, they will not award points as the buzzer sounds. 7-1 victory for Pete Gonzalez.
It's Hauser taking the chance. He needs to turn the opponent. He falls to the side. He's looking for a tilt. He needs to bring Gonzalez to the back. Gonzalez kips over, gets that inside leg across, moves behind for a very smooth 2 points.
And his hand is raised in triumph. And now he puts them both in the air. Pete Gonzalez, a 7-1 victor over Hans Hauser. And Hauser has to feel disappointed. He is such an accomplished wrestler. He is oh so good, yet he has been unable to win his own state championship. And just to take another sport as an example, after the Essex County Basketball Championship, Bob Lester said, I don't care. As you can see the emotion on Pete Gonzalez. He says, I don't care if you win a state championship. It's nice. You're pleased, but if you're not the best in your county, how can you say you're the best in the state? And despite his accomplishments, Hans Hauser has to say, well, I know I've won world championships, but I can't say I've won my state championship. And that's so important to so many wrestlers.
And that was the individual we were talking about that you saw leave the mat with Pete Gonzalez. Looks like a brother who was just as emotional over the victory as the winner was.
Al Reynoso has... Things do run in the family in this sport, perhaps more often than in any other sport.
Yes, and we have another brother in that family that already at 142 pounds has taken the third-place championship. That was Rob, the senior. So 2 brothers coming in, following a brother last year, all 3 outstanding wrestlers.
2-0. Dan Moody of Voorhees has the advantage over Carl Monaco. Minute 18 left to go in the first period. Monaco in his 2 years has won 39 matches, just lost 5. 2-time Region 2 champion.
Moody staying very low, hanging on that leg. Covering himself by reaching up occasionally for the head or for the arm as he's doing now. Taking a little barrel roll to try to control his opponent, but he can't do it.
1 point awarded to Monaco, so it's 2-1 with 38 seconds left. And off the edge they go. Moody leading 2-1. Now just 23 seconds left.
Moody a little more careful that time in going in his barrel roll position than he did the first time, knowing that he had the lead, knowing that Monaco was a little prepared. Again, 3rd time he tries that barrel.
Monaco, though, as you said, Jerry, ready for it. Sometimes you show the one move, you'll catch the wrestler by surprise, but he puts that in his mind and he says, well, I was set up once, but I won't let it happen again.
And Monaco, too experienced to have himself caught again that first period.
And the period does end with the lead 2-1 in favor of Dan Moody. Moody had an easy time in the semifinal over Paul Aprovato. Take a look in the corner at the coaches from Voorhees.
Coach Bob Hall that we looked at before. Outstanding coaching record that he has. Turned out a number of individuals and 2 state champions, and hoping that this becomes his 3rd.
Near the edge of the mat, still they are not off.
Monaco needs to pop that head.
He comes out, and the point is given for the escape. So it is now 2-2, and now they do go off the edge of the mat. Carl Monaco, Dan Moody knotted at 2 with 1:28 left to go in the second period.
Monaco a very easy winner in his 3 matches before by 13-2, 9-1, and 7-1 scores, so he has not been pushed in his 3 bouts in the state finals so far.
With all the wrestling packed into a short period of time, is that an advantage to perhaps not have been in as tough a match as your opponent? Does that give you an extra ounce of strength that you might need down the stretch?
I don't know, Matt. Some coaches were talking last night about the fact that one of the wrestlers, Pat Smith, did not wrestle last evening because of an injury to his opponent, and some of us thought it might hurt him a little bit today in his ability to wrestle. It's that adrenaline builds up and you're ready to go. He did not wrestle particularly well today. I'm sure not just because of that, the combination of factors, but I think sometimes wrestling, the tougher matches get you just that much tougher by the time you hit the finals.
33 seconds left in the second period. It is still 2-2, Carl Monaco against Dan Moody. Monaco has the leggings on, and now he has picked up 2 points.
Just going to say, Monaco was beginning to look more the aggressor. Moody looked a little tired. Moody began shooting from very, very far out. Monaco put a very, very nice shrug in for his takedown. Moody is almost reversed, but keeping that arm locked, it may turn out to be a 1-pointer for him.
That's what it is as they go off the mat. The point awarded by Bob Thomas with 4 seconds left. It's 4-3, Carl Monaco leading. Monaco is goes in looking for some points near the buzzer, but just didn't have enough time. So it stays at 4-3. Monaco, a sophomore, looking to be the second sophomore to win a title thus far.
Both boys locked here, and there's just a little bit of a throw. Monaco just throws by, scoots underneath that arm of Moody, who's behind for his 2 points.
2 minutes left in this match at 123 pounds. Moody undefeated, 31-0, third at 116 pounds last year.
Moody has not had to go the distance too often this year. He's coming in with somewhere in the neighborhood of 19 or 20 falls, and that's tremendous for the team and as an individual. And certainly you don't try not to pin someone, but it just might make it a little tougher going these last 2 minutes against Monaco than it would have had he gone the distance a greater number of times.
Monaco looking to come out, but it's put right back down on the mat. Minute 15 left. It's the third period, and Carl Monaco from Clifton, the sophomore, leads the more experienced senior Dan Moody by a point at 4-3. Control as they go off the mat is still maintained by Monaco.
Moody very, very close to being out that time. The edge of the mat saved him. As far as Monaco was concerned.
Monaco with a little blood, it appears, from the tip of his nose, or perhaps that is his upper lip, where it is smeared around, difficult to tell.
Moody stands. Monaco brings him back down to the mat, attempts to throw a half in from the side.
53 seconds left.
Moody continuing to move well on the bottom, keeping a good base. Anytime he's up on those knees, he has a chance to come out for points. If he's flat, he can't. He's staying on those knees. It's a matter of transferring now maybe to a double, getting that head to the side and dumping for the 2 points. He can't just stay overlocked on that leg. He has to make another move if he wants the 2 points off this move. Now he's coming to that double. He's transferred the hands to the 2 legs of Monaco.
25 seconds left as the crowd comes alive.
He has a neutral.
We are equal at 4 apiece. 14 seconds left. Now a takedown will in all likelihood win it for whoever has it.
It's the power now of Moody and the smoothness of Monaco in these last couple seconds. See which one wins out.
Horn sounds and no points are awarded. Neither wrestler awarded points. It looked like Moody, had he had another 5 seconds or so, might have picked it up, but the buzzer sounded. The wrestlers will get a brief break. They'll be allowed to cool off, and then they'll come back. We'll begin the first of 3 1-minute overtimes. Okay, Al, overtime has begun. First 1-minute overtime session. Carl Monaco and Dan Moody. 4-4 going into overtime. The scoreboard will start over from 0. Highland Regional wrestler Joe Melchior just passed by, a little smile on his face.
It's Monaco moving in. He's behind for the 2 in another second. Moody holding that leg, keeping that leg out to the side to prevent the 2 points from being awarded. He may manage to drive him off the mat.
"20 seconds left in the first overtime. Still, Moody has control of that right leg. And now, for a minute, he's on his back, but Bridges out, and he has fought off that move, and no points awarded.
Very fine exchange by both boys. Both boys with the chance to score there. Still going to end 0-0.
So the first overtime period has come to an end, and we are scoreless. Should they end tied at the end of the 3 overtime periods, there is a criteria which is used to determine who is the victor. And it can get pretty complicated. There are 10 steps on it, and the 10th step is to go back through it again through the regular match. You have 9 steps that you check out during the overtime, and if it's still tied, you go back through the 9 during the regular match, and then it's just up to the referees.
Moody staying low, staying on that leg. the crowd wanting Moody to move up, not just to stay low.
Half a minute left in the second overtime.
Got to go up to those knees, forcing those hips back. That should get him in good shape for a point soon. 1 point neutral.
15 seconds left in the second overtime. They will have the third overtime unless there is a pin, so there still will be more action for Moody, though he trails 1-0. Quick mention, the fellow you see in the white shirt who tapped Bob Thomas on the back was not trying to distract him. He is a runner that the state employs, and he happens to be Jim Schreiner, a Roselle Park wrestler. But he comes out, and sometimes in the noise you can't hear the horn, so he is there to let the official know, and he taps him on the shoulder when the horn does go off. He comes out with about 10 or 15 seconds left. Third and final overtime period, 1-0 advantage for Carl Monaco.
Hard switch put in by Moody, almost lock hands on Monaco's part. Moody's shifting those hips out. If he comes up and control that wrist and throw a leg, he has a chance of getting the 2 points.
There it is. Picks up the 2. He leads 2-1 with 38 seconds left.
Now Moody has to be smart. He cannot give the reversal here. He must continue to work as he is on top. If he gives 1 point and it ends 2-2, he will be declared the winner on the basis of his reversal.
16 seconds left.
Monaco struggling so hard. He knows what he has to do. He knows one's no good. He has to have 2 points here. That's what Moody had to do.
Gets out for the 1. Just 2 seconds left, though. And there it is. They will end tied at 2, but the criteria that Jerry alluded to will enable
That's it. This beer in the
Alright, one, and then you have to go to...
One question. What kind of toothpaste do you use?
Crest. Now
Your
go to
teeth
bed.
are so white.
It's like cold.
Oh, Michael,
Close
you're
up.
so...
Come on, girls, go to bed.
Look, there's a football game on.
No.
He's watching a football game.
Oh,
Come on,
shit,
girls.
I gotta hear from you. Oh, my God. I love you, Michael.
That's it, girls.
Look at his...
Go to bed now.
I don't
Michael,
wanna.
you yell too much. You're gonna die from a heart attack when you're about 35. That's about the deed.
If you don't go to bed... Hey, if you don't go to bed, I'm not going to babysit for you. No more.
That means no more Michael. Sherry must go to bed.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Joan, I don't know what to do about Pat. He keeps on bothering me. Listen, Faith, you always have so much trouble with boys. Why don't you just tell him to get lost? Because I can't. He's always calling me. My mother likes him. She always says that I'm there when I don't want to be there, you know. I say, don't say I'm not home. And she says, yeah, Faith's home, you know. It drives me crazy. He's constantly calling me. I can't handle it.
Tell him he's a loser. And tell him to get lost.
I can't be mean to him, though. Faith, you have to be mean if you want to get ahead in this world and get rid of all the creeps, you know? Now, don't worry about it. It won't even matter. Oh, God, here he comes. Shoot. Oh, he's not a loser.
Hi, Faith. How you doing?
Hi, Pat.
Hi, what's your name?
Joni.
Joni. Hi, Joni.
Hi.
So Faith, how come you weren't home? I called you 3 times. What
I
happened?
was here. It's your turn.
Yeah, but I told you I was gonna come and pick you up.
I know, but I wanted to walk, and besides, Joni called for me.
Well, you're avoiding me all the time. Why?
Well, Pat, I broke up with you 2 weeks ago. Why don't you just let me be? Why don't you just get away from me?
She called you a loser before.
I did not. You
Yes,
called
she
him a
did.
loser.
You called him a loser, Faith.
Pat, don't listen to what she
She called
says.
you a
Well,
loser
I did
and
not.
everything
Then
else.
forget it, Faith. I don't care anymore, okay? Just
Don't
forget
be
it.
mean to me.
Forget it. Just forget I even saw you. I never want to see you again. What are you doing tonight, Johnny?
I don't know.
leave
What
me
do you
here.
Come on. Later.